Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
Why is it that the guys that you don't want are always the ones that will not leave you alone, but then the ones that you do want, wait a minute, I actually haven't met any of those, so never mind.
Never met one of those? Funny thing about lying too much or doing it for too long, you get mixed up into your own lies. Or you simply forget your own lies and that's how you end up posting a video like this one.
I get it. Losing people sucks, especially when you're not ready to lose them. You don't want to lose them. I understand. It's not fun. It's hard, like, being so close to somebody and them being integrated into your life and then having that ripped away. I get it. But what did they do for you? What did they do for you? Like, when you really look at the full picture, I understand they were fun to hang out with. They were, I don't know, an emotional crutch, maybe. But, like, realistically, what did they bring to the table for you?
For you, nothing. We're no longer giving 100% of ourselves to someone who isn't doing the same for you. Who are you giving 100% of yourself? You've never found the man you wanted, right? Those were your exact words.
So I went on several dates with Dutch guys, and what I really don't understand is like, what is up with splitting the bill all the time? Like, I was not raised this way. I was not raised to be an independent woman. I am too helpless. I can't even open a door by myself, let alone pay for my dinner. Are you insane? I was obviously kidding. I can open a door by myself perfectly fine. I'm gonna open this exact door for you just to prove my point. Nailed it.
Great, now pay up. You took an hour of my time with that dinner date, an hour that I'm never gonna get back, so pay up.
Chads are over here telling me that they need to know a woman's body count because history matters, and if a guy had unalived somebody in his past, we would want to know, right? And this argument is absolute BS, because in case y'all didn't realize, a woman sleeping with multiple partners is not the same thing as a man taking another man's life. But I guess it's just as well, because there are men out there who think that a woman's morality rests solely on her purity. Body count may be a relatively new phrase, but shaming women is a part of our history. So the next time Chad tells you that your history matters, maybe educate him on what actual history is so that he knows that the root of his misogyny comes from decades of women being imprisoned for men's mistakes. Dear Chad, women are not your scapegoat. We are the freaking goat. So stop telling us we can't dance just because you don't know how to tango.
Yes, you go Queens, teach those chats history. Interesting choice of words though, history instead of past. She did choose history and not past cause she went back 70 years ago as they do when they have no solid argument. But yeah, those chats are not gonna choose you based on your family tree or your ancestors or whatever history in your family, but they will maybe choose you based on your past and based on your morality, not on whatever your grandma was doing 100 years ago. Also an interesting choice in your audience, and by that I mean the chads you're trying to teach some history. It's interesting because you chose to go with chads and the same old shaming tactics. They don't know how to tango. One could argue that they are the ones who know how to tango. They're the ones who may have just as high as a body count as you, or maybe if we're talking a few hundreds, it may still not be as high.
Today is day one of getting railed by 365 people in 365 days. So I'm starting off pretty vanilla. Today I am catching up with one of my old regulars who I haven't seen in like 9 months, so it has been a while. We haven't really planned what we're gonna do. All I know is he's taking me out for dinner and then I guess I'm going back to his and we'll have some fun.
I'm sure you've all seen her around last year, but just in case you haven't, just for some context, last year she slept with 300 men. Apparently for this year she's gonna try to break her own record. And me, I hope she succeeds, cause I wouldn't touch her with someone else's D. All I can say is I'm grateful I'm not a chat, cause according to the previous lady, with this angel right here, I'm not supposed to care about her body count because reasons.
If you want that man to chase after you, come crawling back completely obsessed, this video is for you. Circumstances do not matter. I don't care if this man broke up with you, told you he doesn't want you, and he's not going to change his mind. If you do what I'm about to tell you, see how quickly he switches up. First, we are not going to stalk them. We don't care who they're talking to. Focus on our self-concept and make sure that you have really good beliefs about yourself throughout the day. Your mind, you're going to be telling yourself, I am the best. Everybody wants me. Nobody compares to me. And then throughout the day, you're going to be telling yourself, he only wants me. Stop thinking about me. I'm the only person that he wants.
So basically lying to yourself every day. That's gonna make no difference, that's gonna change nothing. And it's definitely not gonna make him come crawling back. Whatever lies you're telling yourself, it's not gonna influence his mind, you fruitcake. He is his own person, he has his own mind. You can't change any of that with whatever you're telling yourself.
Watching Taylor Swift and Barbie at the Golden Globes was just a nice little reminder that no matter how successful you become as a female, there's always going to be an ugly, bald man out there with the audacity to make some lazy jokes about you. But no hard feelings. Like, maybe if the men would have smiled more in Oppenheimer, maybe their little movie would have been more successful. Or maybe if they would have just asked a woman for help like Greta, maybe they would have won the award. Silly boys!
Your elevator doesn't go all the way up to the top floor, does it? I don't know what would have happened if they smiled more during that movie, but I know I'm laughing right now looking at the awards. While our little movie didn't pass the 1 billion mark, it did more than okay. And that's only when it comes to money. Yeah, your little movie made way more money, but that should have been your argument, not the awards. When it comes to awards, your little movie won at a new category that was made specially for your little movie. Our little movie won 5 Golden Globes, so maybe you should smile more even though you're mad.
Boy math is when he's 34, he's not looking for anything serious and he would love to have a family someday.
Still no such thing as boys math, but sure. How about that biology though? It doesn't even matter how many times you're gonna try to change it, it's not possible. Yes, he can still start a family at 45, not 34. You? Well, that's a different conversation, isn't it?
Have you ever been done so dirty by a man that you can't even be mad because it forces you to develop self-respect and you're like, honestly, I needed that. Like, thank you.
You are most definitely welcome. You can say a lot of things, but never that I'm not here for you. Even more than that, if you have a friend that needs help, give her my number.
I don't know why people hate on Tinder. I love Tinder. Like today, this is an actual conversation I had on there. This guy messaged me and he said, hey, do you want a 35-year-old man? And I looked at his pictures and he's hot. So I said, maybe. I'm in a dark place emotionally. And then he just goes, dope.
See, how nice is that? Tinder is bringing people together. She's in a dark place because he's hot. If he was not hot, she would have been offended. And it's not that much that people don't like Tinder, because obviously some really do. It's more that some poor souls still go on that dating app to find the love of their lives or something, when everyone knows by now Tinder is no longer a dating app, it's just used for hookups.
Excuse me, is that okay to pet?
And this is gonna be the end of the video. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.